Shadows where we weave. Cat's voice spins webs of belief. Tarantulas with names like art. Science and spiders tear the dark. Whispered wonders in the haze. Youthful minds in their gaze. Spreading vibes across the air in this web. Nothing compares. Web wonders casting spells where dark truths and lightness dwell. Teaching youth the planet's lore. Spinning webs forevermore. Scientific names roll on her tongue. Wisdom's lantern for the young. Tarantulas creeping through the stream. Now the pulse matches the dream. Spiders crawl.
Happy 1st October, finally, fall season. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Web Wonders episode. I don't know because I always never remember the episode, but I think it's number 23. So welcome to this episode. But we have a special one tonight, of course. Please welcome Dan from Wild Man Dan Show.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me, Kat. Really appreciate it.
No problem. It's me that has to say thank you.
Oh, it's all the animals. That's what we're here for.
That too, definitely. So here on Web Wonders, we like to obviously have our guests speak their mind, educate people on our animals, and make a name for themselves throughout the whole episode. And of course, we like to give shout outs to whoever hops on. So we're going to do that really quickly. Say hi to everyone who tuned in. Hello, Dickie Foster. And yeah.
Oh, you could see it right there.
Yeah.
Snake Man,
Yeah, Snake Man Pat. What's up, man?
the Big Homies channel.
Yep.
Let's
So
go.
John and Mike are one of the coolest guys. If you come on my show, I hope they ask you to be on their show because they are amazing guys.
Okay, cool. You said they're John and Mike, right?
Sean and Mike.
Sean and Mike. Well, I'm assuming you're out there, Sean and Mike. Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah. And oh, there he is. There's Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
Can I stay away? Oh, they're actually commenting on here.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is actually really cool.
Yeah.
I've never done a YouTube live podcast thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's my first one.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I swear, like, you would have been like everywhere.
No,
Well,
no. I mean, I was on TV a couple times, but no, I've
yeah.
never been on a YouTube podcast. This is actually really cool. This is my first one, so it's really thank you. This is an honor.
Yay. Well, on your first show, you're gonna have some fun because we have games.
Oh, I love games. Now I'm happy. Now I'm happy.
Okay, good. Hi, Sammy. That's Uncle Sammy, Mr. 2%. The pink bull. Yeah, here in the reptile community in the East Coast, we're all very close.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. We actually this Saturday, Sammy and I and a few other friends, we're gonna be at a reptile expo.
Oh, awesome. I was just at the Sacramento one.
Yeah. How was it?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I always meet so many people, and it's always an honor, especially to meet some fans.
Yeah.
I love what I do, but I can't do it without every last one of you. So truly, thank you.
Of
To all my
course.
fans out there, and all the
Right.
new ones too. You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
My cat's fans too, because she needs you just as much as I need you. So,
We all work together, right?
amen.
I wanted to ask you, did you by happen to meet Juice's arthropods at Sacramento?
I wasn't able to really move around. I was helping out with a friend of mine's booth, Spider Collectors, the company name. He wasn't able to make it, so I was one man team with a lot of animals, and it was
Oh,
a lot, but we pulled it off. It was good. It was a good presentation.
oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you had fun. Yeah.
But I'm hoping one of these days I can actually go to one of these reptile conventions and actually go around and meet people because I never get a chance to.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, everyone is there and there's no like ooh or no, everyone is there because we have that common interest, that common goal and stability. We're there to have fun and to
Yeah.
look at the animals, you know. We love it.
Yes. Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very true.
So
A great
for
way to make friends. Oh yeah.
yes.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So why can I get this thing to stay on? My new tripod is not working. Okay. So for everyone watching, for those who do not know you, please tell you a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, my actual name is Daniel Quinones. A lot of people call me Wildman Dan. I study venomous animals at Loma Linda University, and that could be anything from arachnids all the way to different types of reptiles, as well as fish. I just a regular guy, just like anybody else who loves animals, has a passion for them, and really likes to teach people more about these misunderstood creatures because that's exactly what they are. It's very misunderstood, and it's awesome helping people work on that fear factor and turning fear into respect. That's my main goal for my life. So, honored to be here, and nice to meet every one of you.
Wow, that's awesome. I like that, turning fear into respect. I like that. That's very healthy subconscious way of thinking it, of thinking
Hmm.
of. That's
Yeah,
actually good. I'm gonna steal that.
it's not mine. It's anybody's who wants to use it.
Yeah. So, with all of your experience and all of that you grew up with, what initially sparked your interest in dealing with, like you said, you deal with rattlesnakes?
A variety of venomous animals. One
Okay.
of my main studies are crotalus or rattlesnakes specifically, but it doesn't matter whether it's elapids or spiders, tarantulas, arachnids, you name it. Scorpion fish, those fascinate me. I would love to see a stonefish in real life.
Oh,
But you asked what got me started. I've loved animals since I was little. My mom actually says by the time I was 3, I wasn't allowed into the house unless I emptied my pockets of whatever living creature was in them.
oh.
So it's been a long time. I grew up watching Steve Irwin, National Geographic, Crocodile Hunter. That was ah, my dream
That,
was to meet him one day, and unfortunately, but hey, maybe I'll be able to work with his children one of these days, which would be really cool.
of
But
course.
um, I I grew up in a household where animals were not a thing, except for like dogs, cats, and a bird, maybe. Both of my parents not reptile people, so I kind of had to figure it out on my own. And I would go out, and I lived in like Texas and New Mexico and Arizona, so you see a lot of reptiles outside. So that's kind of how I got interact a lot of interaction with animals or reptiles specifically. As I grew, I got really good at catching them, but at the same time, noticing behavioral differences between the species and also amongst like rattlesnakes and stuff. And I was able to utilize that and now pursue it as a career at Loma Linda. There's a lot of research in venom, but there's not a whole lot of people who actually go out, capture the animals, collect the venom, and do it safely where they don't end up in the hospital or the animal ends up perishing. So it was really cool to find a really small niche that I fit, and I have, by the grace of God, some skills to
Yeah.
do that because I'm still alive, haven't died yet, and I hope not. Is there
Oh
wood
yeah.
around? Somebody knocking some wood for
Wait,
me?
wait, wait,
So,
wait, wait, wait. Definitely. So I don't know if you know Emma Teeny from Australia Zoo. They She works with the Irwins and that area over there in Australia. Yeah.
oh, okay.
So specifically works with the Sydney funnel web. She was on my show, I think the sixth episode. I'm not really sure.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah. So if you really want to get in touch with the Irwins, hopefully get in touch with Emma Teeny. I can shoot her a message and link you guys up.
I would pee myself. Let's just say that. Okay. It would. I wouldn't even know what to say. I'd see them and just pass
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But that
Also,
would be amazing. That would be really cool.
I think you would love it. You would blow your mind if you go to the Australian Zoo as well over there. It's insane stuff.
If I go to Australia, I'm telling you right now, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
Never, never coming back. I will get lost in the bush on purpose, and no one will ever hear from me again. That'd be it. Wild Man Dan disappears in Australia. Where did he go?
He
See, like a
became,
weird Tarzan.
yes, he became the actual Wild Man Dan.
Ah, what a life I would have. One day,
Yeah,
one day.
yeah, one day, right? All we could do is dream, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, if you don't dream, stop living. So always dream.
Exactly. So, when did you realize you could use these animals as a way to utilize them for an educational purpose?
Oh, that's an excellent question. Um, I mean, I've seen people do it since I was in high school. Uh, is there's just and anyone can do it. That's the thing. A lot of people think you need permits and stuff like that in order to give educational talks. You
Mhm.
really don't. Anybody can educate themselves. Uh, I really started to work on the educational side of things with my professor, Dr. Hayes, when I arrived here at Loma Linda University. So I would go with him. We would do these educational talks, and I would watch him as he's my mentor and stuff. So I would watch him. Unfortunately, some circumstances transpired. His wife got really sick, and he wasn't able to continue those presentations. So he asked me to take over, and from there, it just continued to grow and grow until it became a whole business, and now an entire dream and career for me, where I travel as much as I can to teach people and work on people's fear. So.
Wow, that's incredible. That is actually like a dream come true
Yeah,
for
it
people like
was.
you and I.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to the community, truly. I can't stress that enough. If it wasn't for the community and everyone out there who supports education like these and wants to learn about the animals and protect them, none of this would ever be possible. So I can't take any credit. I have to give all that credit to everyone out there. So truly, thank you. Round of applause for all of you, and don't stop, please.
I wish I had like that button where you could press and go,
Oh
yay!
yeah, that would be
Applause.
awesome.
That would be awesome. Man, I gotta get like one of those box thingies and you just press like a button and it just goes for you.
Like what those DJs do.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that would be awesome.
Push one for rattlesnake sound and this one. Yeah, that'd
Oh,
be really cool.
that would be really cool.
Hmm.
Is there another comment here? Get that real quick. Educating about these animals is rewarding. Absolutely, Sky. It really is.
Yeah.
And then watching like the children, because that's how it starts when we're kids, and we our basic instinct when we see a certain action, we portray that action, and we like, what's that word? Oh my god, I lost train of thought. When, okay, for example, the only reason why people today are scared of certain things is because when they're younger, they see what they see. Like if a kid saw their parent get scared of something, they're going to be scared of it. But if
You're
they never
talking
saw
about
it,
body language, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yes. Yeah,
yeah.
no, you're 100% correct. And actually there was a recent study that came out that shows that uh children pick up on the emotions and the body language of their parents, and specifically the mom when we're talking about children either between the ages of like 0 to like let's say 4 years old.
Hmm.
So naturally, a child not really scared of anything, and that's why you got to watch them because they're like, let me jump off this building. You're like, no, no, don't do that, So you got to watch them. Don't leave
Yeah,
them alone by themselves.
yeah,
Oh my gosh! And even if you think you have the house baby proof, you don't.
you
I
do.
promise that child will find something. But anyways, so the child is watching carefully, so carefully, and especially when you're not even paying attention. And that slight hesitation, that pullback when you're in the presence of like a spider, a snake, a lizard, or anything, baby picks up on it and immediately fears that. And and it's good and it's bad. You don't want a child just picking up snakes, especially if like you live in Florida or Texas, where we have a variety of different species of venomous animals, and that would be horrible. But at the same time, having an individual fear an animal to the point where they want to, this is YouTube, I can't say certain words, where they want to destroy those animals is
Hmm.
also detrimental because there's no reason to do that, one. And two, you are affecting a huge environment, a huge circle of things, and that's how this world works, is
The
in
ecosystem.
relations with other animals, in relations with plants. It's all interconnected. So the more you understand, the more you learn, the better outcomes for everyone and everything.
Exactly. We're in an ecosystem within itself. So
Yes.
everything, like you said, we have to have that healthy respect because if we don't, we fall
Hmm.
apart.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes. I can't disagree with you at all. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've seen some of your videos. And by the way, you and your team have done such a great job, especially at the schools. I'm just like, that is so cool. The coolest thing I've ever seen. Yeah.
It's just my team. Everybody gives me credit. I don't. I literally do nothing. If nobody notices, I just stand there and speak, and then I'm not doing anything. The animals are doing all the work. My team does an excellent job, especially my social media team. Shout out to my boy Jacob, amazing job. Bianca couldn't do any of this
Yeah.
without her. Emily Hyatt, I that girl is the reason why any of this ever started. And then of course my professor, Dr. Hayes.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just a weird goofball with colorful eyes, and I crack jokes every 5 seconds. That's it. That's it. So I don't deserve any credit, but for sure my animals do. I love my babies, and I
Yeah.
am so proud of all of them. So proud.
I think that's one of the hardest job is loving the animals and being funny.
It can be. It can be,
Yeah. So,
especially when you're tired.
oh, yeah, especially if you have like your type of your job or anything that anyone does that just requires you to be like, I got to do this, I got to do that, and then I got to do this later, and then mind blowing.
And people don't really know a lot about the behind the scenes. I keep
Mhm.
my private life very
Secret-
private, and also my reptile room. I don't show anything to anyone ever, and that's just to keep the animals safe and protected. And that's also why my home is also safe and protected, because there are people out there that would either try to destroy or steal.
Exactly.
So, but when I say the behind the scenes, people don't notice how much, or have no idea how much time I spend socializing with these animals. Not to mention socializing, feeding them, cleaning them, making sure they have everything they need. It takes an incredible amount of time to pack all of these animals up, to take them out, to wash them, check for mites, make sure no one's having any respiratory infections, make sure everybody's shed on their toes comes off, and
Yeah. On
like,
the island.
oh, and
Yeah.
especially when you got a venomous animal that's got an eye cap, or
Oh,
you got a punctured a fang that's stuck, or an
I hate
abscess.
it.
It's
Yeah,
oh, and animals not eating, so you have to force feed it. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
it does.
So when I say I cannot do this without everyone who supports me, I seriously can. So don't stop, please. And support my girl Kat, because I know she's in the same boat as I am.
Oh, thank you. Yes, a round of applause for everybody.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah,
um,
there's a lot of work, a ton of work behind the scenes.
yeah. So that just it brings me to my next question. When you
Yeah.
go to shows with your team, how important is it to have because you discuss so many things with these children. So how important is it to have geography knowledge as a foundation for these
Mhm.
kids?
Information on geographic and or geographic information. Are you speaking in regards to like venomous animals specifically?
For everything, yeah, specifically, yeah.
Okay. So when we're talking geographically, the United States is actually quite nice. There are certain populations, let's say, of southern Pacific rattlesnakes or Crotalus helleri. Most of them have proteolytic venom. That's
Mhm.
venom that's going to break apart tissue. And but there are some populations, like in Idlewild, where the majority of their venom is neurotoxic. Now, even though there's that difference, you still have the same anti-venom all around, which is either Crofab, or I can't remember the name of the other one, but it's one that's made from horses instead. And that's our general antivenom that actually is useful for almost all the species in the United States. Outside of the United States, these animals have such different venom types that you need a very specific antivenom for each one of these species. And when you're having these presentations, especially with children in the United States, you can give kind of like generalized information. It's kind of when you have a show that they're wanting more specifics, like we want to go into individual species. That's where you really need to make sure you know your geography really well as where the animals are coming from, what kind of environments or microclimate, microenvironments they're actually found in. You know, if I just say Texas, this rattlesnake's found in Texas, you're like, Texas is huge.
Yeah, right.
Like, where in Texas? And that's why that kind of information is good. It's super helpful too for anybody who's relocating animals, or if you're trying to breed specific populations, you want to keep those genetics relatively the same. But yeah, geography is so important on so many levels. I mean, I could go on all day, and I know we have a whole lot of questions, so I won't. But do your research on your animal. Learn everything you can because it will only benefit you, whether that's husbandry, whether that's for education, or whether that's just increasing your own knowledge. Nothing wrong with doing any of those things.
Definitely. And I believe that that subject should be taught more in like science, geography. Obviously, it is, but I feel like we're getting more into having deforestation everywhere, that all the animals are like coming out, and like people are finding animals that are not supposed to be there. And if you have these kids that are not afraid of anything, they're like, oh, look at that, I want to pick it up. There, that needs to be taught
Hmm.
specifically heavily in the schools now.
Yeah.
So that's just my viewpoint. Like I feel like that's what that's what's happening around the world, in our
Hmm.
in our country. So I feel like that's what needs to be done, and you're doing such a great job, you and your team. So again.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think there should be very specific courses for children living in each of their individual states,
Mm,
to really go over their native species. Not
yes.
only should we learn about other countries, but I think we should begin with our own backyard,
Mhm.
teaching kids how to live with the animals that are in their backyard, and not only that, but how to keep themselves and others safe with
Yeah.
the animals in their own backyard. Working together and learning more of the environment that's right behind you will only benefit you and the animals in the long run. And I completely agree. I think the more of these types of education, whether that's in the schools or from someone who ends up doing something kind of like me, I say yes.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Keep going. We seriously need all your support. Don't stop supporting us. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. So when doing these shows at the schools,
Hmm.
I presume you obviously you take certain precautions, and which
Hmm.
you have to, like
Uh-huh.
just in case situations. Do you and your team do like a rundown of, okay, before we start the show, we have to do this, da 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 da? Is that something that you do, like you often do?
You Yeah, but the thing is, it's only a one-man team for the presentation, so it's just me. I have someone who does social media, that's my boy Jacob. I have somebody who does all the booking and scheduling, which is Bianca. But the actual presentations themselves and also the packing or taking care of the animals is just myself. And that's for a couple reasons. I haven't found someone I trust yet, completely with the animals, because I have a very important self rule, which is if at any point I get bit by a venomous animal, or someone at one of my presentations has been by one of my animals, which is venomous, I will never do this again. So, in order to make sure that that never occurs, I'm super precautious. I have contingency plans on contingency plans on contingency plans. I mean, I have very specialized enclosures for the rattlesnakes that have it's like reinforced glass. You could drop it on concrete, it will not break.
Oh,
Uh, and then on top of that, I made it so you can't even get a finger inside. And then on top of it, it has a lock on it.
oh
So
wow.
it is specifically designed for children who I'm not watching and nobody else is watching, and I don't need to because they're going to be safe.
Yeah.
So I have that. all the animals that I pull out, a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually muzzle the mouth of a rattlesnake. They use that in a lot of rattlesnake avoidance training. And so, in order to just ensure safety all across, that's something that I actually do quite often to make sure even if a child runs up at me, nothing's going to happen to them or the animal itself. I'm very precautious when I'm doing presentations. I like to make sure there's a lot of space between me and the audience. I always go over safety measures with the parents there at the presentations. The snippets you see on social media are super small. I usually do about an hour long talk. And in between each of those segments, I'm constantly reiterating parents, if you could, make sure you stay right next to your children. It's not because I don't trust your children, but I don't trust them.
Yeah.
And everybody laughs and has a good time, and then they
Yeah.
grab their kid, and I'm like, "Awesome, you're the best, thank you."
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so there's a lot of safety measures, there's a lot of precautions. I've practiced and rehearsed thousands of times, literally thousands of times, and truly by the grace of God, I've never had one incident, not a bite, not a scratch, not to anyone at all, and I pray that that continues.
Yeah. You don't want a peeping little Tom be like, "Oh, what's in there, peep?"
Mm-mm. No,
Right.
no. Keep your fingers to yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. So with those shows, you obviously have a plethora of tools that you bring, right? So what are those essential tools that you always have with you?
So everything I bring, I have like I bring extra paper towels and cleaning supplies like chlorhexidine, just in case if any of the animals go to the bathroom or anything like that, I can clean them up. Or let's say animals just dirty, also clean them up. By the way, if you don't use chlorhexidine, trust me, research it, grab it. Amazing, amazing product. I have snake tongs as well as hooks to ensure everybody's safety. I even bring tubes just in case if I absolutely need to. Extra locks, extra enclosures, extra keys just in case if I lose the key, find another key. I have DI water that I bring with me. Um, First aid kit, an extra phone, and a document which indicates each of the individual species that are venomous that I have in my possession at the time of the event and what to do in the event that somebody is bitten. Nearest hospital that's around, what number to call, what symptoms to be looking out for, etc. So there's quite a bit that I carry with me as safety measures and precautions. And luckily, a lot of the schools also carried their own med kits and their own protocols as well. So I just make sure everyone who is there that's in charge is informed on what are the necessary steps in the event of something bad going wrong. But
True.
mainly, if something bad goes wrong, I need to make sure all the animals are secured,
Yeah,
put away, locked and safe, and then get either myself or whoever was been to the hospital as soon as possible.
definitely. And those are specifically the essentials and
Uh-huh.
tools that everyone needs. And speaking of essential tools, if you do not know, or everyone who's watching, if you do not know, I'm going to show you a sponsor that you guys can look up, which is bam, Fang Dex. If you guys want to know a certain species and you do not know what it is, Fang Dex can help you figure that out with perfect calculation of what creature you have. So go give them a follow on Instagram, Fang Dex, and you guys will be not disappointed. Okay, now how do I take it out? Okay, got it. All
Oh,
right.
that's amazing. So Fandex, you send them a photo or something, I'm assuming, and they'll tell you the species.
Yeah, so hold on. Let me put this back on. So, FangDex is an app where Adrienne and her husband, they've made this app. You can go ahead and follow them on Instagram as well. They are working on this app where it beats all AI apps because they are actually working with AI and other things. I'm sorry, my snake just like wants to pop out and he's already coming out. Um,
Oh, you're fine.
yeah, and so yeah, I've been mind blown by this app because I've got the privilege of seeing firsthand of how it works, and I'm just like, I can't wait till it comes out and everyone can use it. It's just, hold on, I gotta say, hi, this
Oh,
is
look at that
River.
piebald. That's
Yeah,
a pretty one. Does it have Three genes?
Yes, so he is a pastel yellow belly, heifer clown, 60%, I think. Yes.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That
I have a
thing's
Batman.
gorgeous. Are you
So
kidding me?
yeah, this is from Kyle Markham at Markham Reptiles. He's on my Instagram, so please go give him a follow. And his brother and sister are coming to me pretty soon. I also have a king snake, a corn snake coming this Saturday, and I have a Batman ball python from Garden State Pythons. So go give them a follow. I wanted to shout him out. Yeah, and
That one is gorgeous.
thank you. He's one of my favorites. We're not supposed to have favorites, but he's one of my favorites.
It's
Yes,
okay. Cool thing is, snakes can't exactly hear you, so he doesn't
I
even
know,
know.
right? Exactly. Um. So yeah, let's get on with these questions because we have so many in so little time.
Oh, take your
Uh,
time. Go ahead.
no problem. So we're still talking about snakes here because we got Riddler here. But what is one thing you wish people knew about these misunderstood animals?
They're not aggressive. That's short and simple. That is, oh my gosh. Oh, that's as condensed as I can get it. They're just not aggressive.
Yeah.
Now, when I say they can't eat you, I'm talking about the ones that actually can't eat you. We all know that there are some out there that can. If we're talking about snakes, reticulated pythons, for instance. At
Uh,
some point, they get big enough that they can eat you. But nonetheless, the majority of snakes that we're talking about, especially like rattlesnakes or any of the venomous ones, they're
mhm.
not aggressive creatures. They hunt, but they're specialized hunters. They go after very specific targets, and humans are not on that list. So when encountering animal like that, understanding that they're not aggressive helps to reduce stress levels on all platforms. And that's what you want to do. If you are calm and relaxed and not stressed out and fearful, you won't make a mistake that ends up resulting in a venomous snake bite. And that's what I want to reduce. There's anywhere between 8,000 and 10,000 bites per year, and I would love to see that number come down.
Mm.
Fortunately, that number is so high, not because of fear exactly, but because men just go around and pick up rattlesnakes. But that's a whole nother
Yeah.
topic. And
Yeah. I saw your video. I think it was episode 2 with I forgot his name, but he had mentioned, well, it's because men are just dumb and they just pick up things.
yeah, it's not a joke. What I say, so I don't say exactly that. I just say women are smarter, and it's a fact. When 80% of those bites are only to men, and not to mention, where are these men getting bitten? You see, women are bitten on the foot or the ankle. You
Uh-huh.
would think men are getting bitten in the same place, right? But it's not. They're actually bitten from the chest and up, and that's it. Like
The
anything from
down.
here and up. And,
Yeah.
and it's not. You would wait. I wish it was because they're bending down. I wish. I was like, please tell me those statistics are because they just trip over and they hit the ground and they bang. But it's not. It's because a dude will grab it with their hands, bring it up to their face, and pop.
Yeah.
So, for all the guys
Oh,
out there,
what is
don't.
this?
Yeah, just like that. Except you can do that with a ball python, not a venomous snake. Leave it alone. Use the tool. Don't touch it with your hands. And for the love of God, no free handling. Stop free handling. Whoever's doing it, if you can hear me right now, do not free handle. It's not cool. It's not safe. Don't do it.
Yeah,
Use a tool. Way better.
exactly. Point said. There's this Spanish show. I forgot what it was called, but she's like a judge, like Judge Judy, and she goes, "Caso cerrado." And
Ah,
yeah, it's like basically saying point taken or something like
or
that.
case closed.
Case closed. Yes, thank you. Gosh,
Got you.
I'm
Got
not
you.
good with Spanish. But anyways, okay, so we've talked about the essentials and the importance of course, snakes. But now we're here to talk about tarantulas.
Yes, it's the web wonders. Got to
Of
bring
course,
in the arachnids.
of course. So, what was your first encounter with a tarantula?
I the one I probably remember the most would be when I'm out road cruising and they're just there in the middle of the road and you're like, "What's that? It's dark." And you're like, "It's weird. How's it walking?" "Oh, it's a tarantula." That would probably have been one of my very first encounters in the wild with a tarantula. Now, how old I was, I don't know. It could have been when I was 2, or it could have been any time recently because I see them quite often. But for
Oh,
sure, it would have been just out crawling around.
okay. Nice. Of course, I love tarantulas. So when have you ever had an encounter with a tarantula in the wild though? Like you were just so fascinated with it. You were just like, oh my gosh.
I mean, they always fascinate me. It's incredible, especially or they're not. It's not exactly like migrations. They're all looking for a female,
Yeah.
but those are probably some of my. I would really like to see a large horde of them moving. I think that would be so cool. I've never actually seen that in real life, but
Yeah.
I've seen at least 10 in one general area. And it's fascinating. I mean, they're just crawling around in the middle of the night, like as if nothing else is around them. And as long as you don't mess with them, they just walk right by you. And I think that's the best part. It's like, it looks different. Don't get me wrong. Okay, and it's got 8 legs, it's hairy all over the place, kinda creepy looking, but it doesn't even care that you exist. That's what I'm saying. I love that. Boom, no free handling. Yes! Jay Fisherman Photography. No free handling. Yeah, don't do it. And I think people misunderstand. I'm not saying you can't do it. You can do it because these animals genuinely don't want to bite you. But I'm saying not to do it because the second you get bitten, what everybody's going to do is it's going to be politics immediately. And what
Yes.
they want to do is they want to restrict everyone in this group
Yep.
from owning and having these animals.
Yep.
And all they need is one reason. Free handlers, you are that one reason that they're banking on.
Yep.
Second, you get bit and you end up in the hospital and you got $1 million bill, they're going to come after every last one of us. Don't take that risk. Don't
Ex-
post it on social media.
Yep.
Protect your animals because if there's one thing I can promise you, when they come for your animals, they don't give them to somebody else. They euthanize them and they euthanize them immediately. And there's nothing more painful than watching something you love be taken from you permanently and
Yep.
there's nothing you could do. So to all my fellow venomous lovers, please stop free handling, or at least just don't say anything and post it,
Yep.
and protect your animals and protect the community here.
Ex-
But tarantulas, fascinating creatures, so cool. I mean, you've got 8 legs, you got little pads, you got 2 little claws on each of those little legs, and then they're retractable, right? So they
Yeah.
can either like put their little pad on you and it's like gentle and soft, or
Yes.
they can actually like claw you and you're like, oh, okay, I feel that.
Hmm.
And I don't know if everybody has not held a tarantula, please get with Kat and find a tarantula because you need to hold it. Because
Yeah.
every time I put a tarantula in somebody's hand, they always do the same thing, which is I could barely feel it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I know it's as light as a feather. It is the
Yes.
craziest thing. It's almost like you're holding a bubble in your
Hmm.
hand. And the coolest thing in the world, coolest thing, tarantulas.
It's funny that you say that because the first time my stepdad held my mature male tarantula, one of them, he was like, "Is it even touching me?" He
Yeah.
was so beyond like, "Wow, this is amazing!" And that's one of my favorite things about because I actually do help people from
Mm,
arachnophobia. That's one of my skills,
that's
and
amazing.
it's so liberating watching someone's face just go from and go, "Oh wow, that's different," you know. So
Yeah, that's what I
yes.
live for is when people actively come and face their fears. Which for everybody out there, the only way is if you take that first step. So if you're scared of something, take that first step, even if it's a little one. Take that first step. I promise you can do it.
Exactly. I've helped a few people get their first tarantula, like right there, the Python portal Will. He actually got
Oh,
his shipment in today, some tarantulas. So
oh,
congratulations, Will.
looking forward to seeing a reveal, or what do people do? A box reveal?
Yeah, unboxing.
Unboxing. Thank you. See, you're helping me. I'm helping you. We got each other. There we go.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that too. He showed me a few pictures, but I can't wait for him to have his for him to have his first experience watching them molt. grow. It's just an amazing thing.
Oh, the molting is crazy.
Yeah.
That's how. I always wondered why. Why upside down?
Mm-hmm.
And then how? It's
They just
gross and
out.
so cool all at the same time. It is, they're really fascinating. If you haven't researched tarantulas, trust me, you go down a rabbit hole that you can never find the end.
Yeah. So, do you own any tarantulas personally?
I do. I have about 20.
Nice. So you're in.
Yeah,
You're in.
I've got a little collection. Now, I don't have a diverse collection. I have specifically a lot of like curly haired tarantulas.
Okay.
And the reason why is because they're probably one of the gentlest and well, most behaved of the tarantulas.
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson on GBBs. For anybody who doesn't know, green bottle blues. Uh, while I say all venomous animals are not aggressive, some of them push that boundary. I'm just going to be honest with you. And green bottle blues would probably be one, or any of the baboon species. I don't know why, but baboons hate me so much, so much. I
Yeah.
instantly, it's like legs up, fangs out, and then like they throw themselves backwards, and they're like, "Take me," and I'm like, "I don't want to touch you. You look
Yeah.
mean." So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. My
yeah, go
favorite my favorite baboon species is the horn, the Ceratogyrus genus.
crazy. An actual horn on cephalothorax, right? That's what
Yes.
the head is called. Yeah, so
Yep.
nuts, nuts, nuts.
Yes. So, did you know there are right now, as of this year, 10 species, known species, and a mythical number 11? Oh yeah.
No, of
Yep.
the horns.
Yep. Yep.
Okay,
Well,
I
okay.
want to.
So the Ceratogyrus has five known horns, and then there's the rest of them don't have horns. However, they have a protuberance, like a little bump. So they are still a Ceratogyrus
So it's
species.
a horn. It's just not a very prominent
Right.
horn.
Right.
But you said there are species that have five horns.
Yes. Yeah. So we have the Ceratogyrus darlini, marshalli, sandiri, brachycephalus, and then the new one. Hold on, let me go get it.
Oh yeah.
Where are you? Oh, okay.
Dave Fisherman, photographer, said, understanding tarantula body language helped me to understand them. Now I can't have enough of them.
Yeah.
I'm still actively learning about their body language. It's a slow process because it's completely different from the snakes. Uh, but I definitely know the body language of "Don't touch me." I've
Yeah.
learned that very quickly. That was a pretty easy one.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up here real quick because the bottle, the writing got um smudged.
Smudge.
Yeah. So Ceratogyrus.
There is
Um.
one thing I wish about tarantulas was different. I wish I wish the scientific names weren't so difficult to pronounce because, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's everybody's struggle. But for me, I don't mean to toot my own horn, and I'm not the one to brag, but I feel like it's my calling. Like every time I hear it for the first time, I got it down packed like that.
And that's it for you?
Yeah.
Well, I wish I had that gift because I was talking about tarantulas with tarantula people, and they were like, Aponopelma annex, and something Titus, and then
Yeah.
there's one that's TLILT.
Tillicado.
Who named these? Why would you do this? Why couldn't you like you could have been like, this one's a stripe knee, this one is a red stripe knee, this one is a blue knee, this one is a blue stripe knee, this is just a one horn tarantula, five horn tarantula.
Yeah.
But whatever,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So
So
I'll work on it.
you'll get it done. No worries. You'll get it.
No, no way.
So I don't know if you're familiar with Tom Patterson from Hardcore Arachnids.
Okay.
So he gave me that new Ceratogyrus. So I'm gonna message him later and be like, "What did you give me again?" Because the name got smudged and I was too
Uh,
excited to write it down. But anyways, yeah.
and you're
So
saying Ceratogyrus.
Ceratogyrus,
Ceratogyrus.
Ceratogyrus. Yeah. Now,
Ceratogyrus.
yes. So to answer your question about why the common names and the scientific names, okay. So in Texas and California, they have the same species, but the common names get switched around all the time. It just like floats around. So, for example, the Brachypelma hamori, the red knee or the flame knee. You see what I just did there?
Mhm.
Know what it is. Is it the flame knee or the red knee? So in California, it could be called the red knee, and then in Texas, it could be called the flame knee.
Yeah.
So a lot of people misidentify them because of the common name. So that's why we have the scientific names.
Yeah, no, that's the same in the crotalus world. You have scientific names, and especially when we're talking about venomous animals, it's incredibly important to have the scientific name for venom protein analysis. You can mess it up very easily. So the scientific names are fantastic. What I'm arguing about is why are they making the scientific names so complicated?
Complicated.
That's my main contingency with all these people.
Yeah.
Who spells something TLILT or whatever you spell it? And how do you
Yeah.
even pronounce that? Tiloscalis? Ah,
Silicao.
yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Make it really easy, or just let's number them all. Like this is 001,
Yeah.
002, zero
Keep
zero
one.
003. Yeah. What
Yeah.
species are you talking about? And maybe match them with like zip codes. That I feel like that'd be so much easier because then
Exactly.
you get geographic variation right there. But whatever.
Bingo.
Just name it something really complicated, and I will struggle.
Exactly. I like this comment from Joe. Latin sucks. I can't remember any of it. Kat always has to use common names with me, and I.
Jay Fisherman,
You're not
common
alone.
name for your boy too. Common name here.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. I
Hmm.
think this is for the scorpion. Heterometrius spinifer. Yes, that's for the Asian forest scorpion, right? I think so. I think yeah. But yeah, I mean, yep, Asian forest scorpion. Yep.
It is Asian. Oh, good.
Yep.
You do too. I know, like uh man, centroides. Those are your bark scorpions. Hydurus, that's gonna be your desert hairy scorpions. And there's one with the letter M. Ah, that's all I got. I know
Yeah.
my crows. That's what's important though.
I know my tarantulas, my spiders, and now I'm starting to know my snakes.
Yeah, and see, we work together, and together we know rattlesnakes and tarantulas, and that's how it works. You
Exactly.
add people to the mix, and now you have all of this knowledge all in one place, and that's what makes it beautiful.
Exactly. So, Dan, are you
Yeah.
ready to play a game?
Yes, I was born. Unless it's scientific names of tarantulas, then no, I don't want to play.
You're
No.
fine. You're fine. Okay, so it's a trivia game where I
Okay.
ask you questions, and each week the games are different.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, um, you remember the game show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yes.
Okay, so it's kind of like that. So if you don't know the answer, you can ask in the chat. You phone them in,
Okay.
and yeah. So are you
Or
ready?
chat GPT. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. All right,
Okay.
chat. I'm gonna need your help probably for all of these. Letting you know now.
Okay. So first one,
If you
true
if you're in
or
the
false?
chat, let's get some ones so I know you're there. Everybody comment with number one so I know you're there. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. You absolutely need to do it. You got to. You have to. Must do it. I insist. I don't know
You
where it is.
can do it.
It's over there, I think. It's right there. Do it. Do it now. All
Do
right,
it.
I'm ready.
Do it
Question
now.
number one. Lord have mercy. Here we go.
True or false? Rattlesnakes only rattle their rattles when they're about to strike.
I can already hear the song like in the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It was literally playing in my head this second. Uh True or false? I feel like this is a trick question. So rattlesnakes only rattle when they are about to strike, like the second they're about to strike, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Let
okay.
me read it again. Rattlesnakes only rattle their
Mhm,
rattle when they're
mhm.
about to strike.
When they're about to strike. I feel like it's true. What do you guys think, chat? What do you guys think?
Mm.
Is it
Do,
true?
do, do,
Because if
do,
it is,
do,
it'd be
do.
horrible. But no, it's got to be false. It's got to be false because we all know rattlesnakes use that rattle as a warning. That's
Mhm.
not an indication that they're going to strike. There's another behavior that does show you, and that's the tongue flick. The tongue flick is a great way to know you're in the strike zone and you're about to get it. So let's see. Answer is Mission Morph's got my back. He said false.
False. The answer is false.
Oh, Mission Morph, give me some. And I saw somebody else put false too. I didn't
Yes,
see you like disappear too fast, but
right here.
thank you guys. See,
Uh,
that's what I'm talking about. Sky's the limit. Exotic false too. I'm glad everybody else knows this. Jay Fisherman. Hey.
and Will says they rattle warned before. Yes, that is correct.
Amen. The Python portal. Let's go.
Yep. All
Not
natural.
gonna lie, I was really nervous. I hope there's not a tarantula question.
Oh yeah, there is.
It's gonna be what is the scientific name for this species?
Oh no. Okay. Ready for the next one? Is another true or false?
Hit me.
Okay. True or false? You are more bitten by a venomous snake than a non-venomous snake.
Could you read that one more time?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You are more bitten by a venomous snake than a non-venomous snake.
I don't like you have a higher likelihood of getting bitten by a venomous snake than a non-venomous snake? Or
You are more likely to get bitten by a venomous snake than a non-venomous snake.
and that's true or false? Okay. You
Okay.
are more likely to be bitten by a venomous snake than a non-venomous snake. I would probably go with false as well, just mainly because you're going to be interacting with more non-venomous snakes because there's a lot more people who own non-venomous snakes. But what do you guys think? Mission Morph says false. Let's see. Let's see what the chat says. Before I put in my final answer, I
I
need
know
my
you
my my chat here. Chat, what are we thinking? We
All
got
right.
two false. I didn't see. Well, do you deal with both? That's a fantastic question. Yeah,
That is a
going
good.
with false. Jay Fisherman.
All right. So we have 4 false, and
False
the
from
answer
Sky's the
is
limit.
yeah. And oh wait,
Sky's the limit. Exotic.
this one says I'm
I'm
going to
going
say
to say
uh,
non-venomous. Yeah, that's what I would go with. Especially if we're talking about coach whips. Have you guys ever held a coach whip before? If you have, put
ah,
a thumbs up because then you know what it's like to get bit by a coach whip. That happens every 5 seconds.
wow.
Coach whips, they're gonna nail you, and there's nothing you can do about it. But luckily, they're not venomous, so it doesn't hurt. But yeah, I'm locking in false.
Is your final answer?
Final answer. This is for 10,000.
Okay, so the answer is false. Here's the answer. You are more likely to be bitten by a non venomous snake than a venomous snake. Venomous glands, like tarantulas, need a 24-hour period to restore their venom, indicating that they are relying on preserving their venom for the next prey item. If they waste it, they run their chances of coming across a prey item is less than 0.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, yeah. It does take time to recoup the venom that is lost. And that's why they're not aggressive. They want to go after something they can eat. If
Yeah.
they use that venom for defense, prey item comes along, how are you going to catch it?
Yeah,
And you could starve to death. So,
exactly.
yeah. But great job, chat.
Good
Two for
job.
two. Let's keep going. Please
Yep.
don't lose me. Help me. I'm
All
very
right.
nervous right
So
now.
this is a tarantula question.
Ah,
Multiple choice. All right. So the
scientific
world's
English.
no, the world's smallest tarantula is the size of a marble, B golf ball, C BB pellet, or D grain of sand.
The world's smallest tarantula?
Yep. The world's smallest tarantula is the size of a marble, golf ball, BB pellets, or grain of sand.
I'm probably leaning more towards the. I'm torn between the marble and the BB pellet. I don't think it's the grain of sand, because
Hmm.
then how would somebody have discovered that? Are we talking about an adult? We're talking about an adult tarantula. Is
Yeah.
the smallest adult
Yes.
tarantula
Yeah.
is as big as either a grain of sand, a marble,
Yep.
a golf ball, or what was the last one?
Okay. Golf ball, BB pellet, or grain of sand.
Or marble. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Chat, I actually do need your help. I don't think it's a grain of sand. I don't think it's a grain of sand. I feel like that's too far fetched. I'm kind of leaning more towards like the BB pellet or the marble. Um, Please tell me in the chat what you guys think
Okay,
because
so
I genuinely don't know, but I think I'm gonna lean closer to.
we're out of time.
Oh, no.
No, okay, I'm gonna put the answer. What was your guess though?
Hang on. Let me think about this. Well, let me see what the chat says. Let me see chat. Help me,
Okay,
help me.
so the one who got the answer right, the first one was.
Oh wait, don't want to see it yet. Wait. Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna guess. I think I'm gonna go with the BB. I didn't see it. I think I'm gonna go with the BB.
okay, and that
Is
is
it?
the BB pellet.
Oh my gosh! I
So
told you
Will
about the
got
grain of
it.
sand.
Yep, Will
Oh,
got it. Mission
what
Morph got
species
it.
is that?
So that belongs to the Hapalotremus and Trixopelma, also the Hapalopus genus, the pumpkin patch, the Homeoma species, and the Dacoloteri.
Oh my gosh, the size of a BB,
Yeah,
and that's full grown.
yeah. Oh, and the sorry, no, the BB one, yeah, it's the NC Gold. So they are the size of a BB pellet.
That is amazing. I
Yeah,
did not know that. How are
yeah.
you gonna collect venom from something that small?
I
That's
know.
a super micro pipette.
Yeah. All right. So our next question is,
Yeah.
how many times does a snake shed its skin each year? A, once a week, B, one time, C, two or three times, or D, they don't actually shed their skin.
D for sure. That's an interesting. That question would be. That's a tough question to answer. I mean, if a snake is young and growing, I would say you could get an animal to shed at least once a week. But like a full grown adult usually is about every, I would say almost like a month, and for some species even a couple months. I'm gonna think that this is probably like a general answer, so I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna lock in with once a week. Uh, I think I'm
Wait,
gonna
how
lock
many
in
times?
with that. What about the chat? What's the chat thinking? And this is for in how many times within a year, correct?
With each year,
So each year, how many times does a snake,
a
not a
snake,
specific species, a snake shed?
a snake.
I,
Yep.
I'm gonna lock in with once a week. What's the chat? Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Two or three. So, yeah. Let me look at the answer here. Two or three.
Oh, 2 or 3 times a year?
Two or three. Yeah, two or three times a year. Yeah.
For what
That's
species?
that's
I
what
got
Google
snake
said.
sheds. I got snake sheds from like 5 different animals every week because they're small.
Yeah. And
Yeah, that's they. Thank you.
I guess depending on age as well, too.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So like any of my big females, like any of my big retics, I would say they shed anywhere between 2 to 5 times per year. Uh for the adults. But any like I have a young retic right now. He
Mhm.
shed at least 3 times last month.
Wow.
And that's also because he's growing like crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it really depends on the species. If we're talking about a species that doesn't get very large, grows slowly, I could see it being 2 to 3. Now, dang it, I got one wrong.
There you go. You're fine. All right.
Google made bad questions though.
I'm sorry, Dan, but
Oh no, it's not you, Cat. It's Google. We're
no,
gonna.
no, 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 no. The next question.
It's a scientific name. It's a scientific name. I told you. I told you.
But wait, hold on.
I
They're
can have the chat help me. Chat's got me. Chat's got me.
they're written down common names, but I'm gonna, Okay, you ready?
Oh boy, here we go. Yeah.
What is the largest species of tarantula?
Okay, I'm
A,
looking for bird eater. Come on, say bird eater.
okay, A, king tarantula,
Yeah, probably not.
B, pink-toed tarantula,
Definitely not.
Hercules gigas, or
Probably.
D, Goliath bird eater.
Oh. And it's so crazy. I saw a gigas recently, and that was pretty big. And then I am looking for the bird eater because I know bird eaters are huge. I'm going to lock in with bird eater, though I know gigas is really big. I just saw one. Beautiful
Yeah.
animal. But I'm locking in with the bird eater. Bird eater.
Final answer.
Final answer.
And you're correct. Goliath Bird Eater.
Oh,
The Theraphosis thermi, Apothesis, and Blondie.
never would have said any of those scientific names. That's why I'm glad you're here.
Exactly. Wow, you did great though. You did great. You did great, guys, too, in the chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you guys. You guys saved my butt there. Whew,
Yeah.
that was terrifying.
Okay.
Somebody needs to teach Google about snake shedding, just so everybody knows.
For real. Okay. Where do most tarantulas live? A, underground. B, giant webs. C, caves. Or D, trees.
Hmm. You know, I'm probably going to go with underground. And the reason why is I'm basing this off of husbandry that practices that I know of, tarantula people. I noticed, especially when we're talking about slings, they always have a nice amount of substrate so that they burrowed like a little tunnel. And so, if we're talking about all tarantulas in general, there's going to be a whole lot more slings than there are adults,
Yeah.
because a lot of them end up passing away. So, I think I'm going to lock in with underground.
Hmm.
I'm hoping that's the right answer, but trees, I can't think it's caves.
So
I think
underground.
I'm gonna,
That's your final
I,
answer.
I think I'm gonna go with underground. What
Okay.
did the chat say? What's the chat saying?
So you are absolutely so right.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were gonna pull a fast one and say wrong. I literally almost had a heart attack. Almost had a heart attack. Oh, cat. Oh, God.
Yeah. So underground, Joe, you got it right. Yes. So fun fact, depending on species, they do live underground and some of them do live in caves and some of them do live in trees. So I don't know why Google said only like just one tarantula. Like they couldn't just specify that question.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably a generalized thing, like
Sure.
generally speaking, where do most of them live? And I would say most of them live underground, even though some of them, I
Yeah,
know there are definitely individuals that live in both of those ecosystems, but if
exactly.
we're talking about slings specifically, they are underground and then they poke up and then gone.
Yep. All
Tree
right.
babies.
Yeah.
There was a scientific name, I can't say it. So
Poecilotheria.
yeah, never.
Yeah.
I would have just called it a Poe.
Yeah,
That's it.
he's obsessed with them, the pokies.
Oh, you can call them pokies? I see, I can say that.
Yeah, there you go. That's the
I
common.
like pokies because they're called pokies.
Yeah. Okay. The next question. If nocturnal snakes are active at night, what are snakes called who are active during the day? A.
Diurnal. Yeah, I don't even need to hear the answer.
Yeah,
Diurnal.
diurnal. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's it. That's it. Next question for the 100. Let's go.
Okay. That was actually the last question.
Oh, that was awesome though.
Yeah, but bonus.
Oh, okay.
What is your favorite snake and tarantula species?
My favorite snake and tarantula species. I Oh, okay. I don't know what it's called. It's not a green bottle blue, but it's very colorful. And it has more purple than the green bottle blue.
Okay, so is it small? Is it a door species? Because
Yeah,
there's
it's not big.
okay, so the T. Celadonia.
That's it, Celadonia. Yes. I just recently saw it at the Sacramento show and I was like, "Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Where did you come from? Like how were you painted this beautifully? Oh
yeah,
my." That one is stunning.
yeah,
The T. Celedonia, and I remember Celedonia. That actually I could pronounce Celedonia.
yeah.
So pretty,
They are
so amazingly beautiful.
and
Eh, yeah,
incredibly hard to take care of. They like that's like expert beyond level expert of taking
is
care
that
of.
because of humidity levels and temperatures?
Yes, and husbandry wise is just it has to be exactly like Brazil. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're so sensitive to different climate changes. Like one little drop of difference and it's game
And
over.
it's over.
Yeah.
And that's a really
Yep.
pretty
Cool.
spider. It's called the Brazilian jewel. It is a beautiful spider.
Yeah.
Beautiful spider.
But you
Um,
can always go with the second best or like there's the Caribbean versicolor, the and
Versicolor is really pretty.
forgot the common names, but yeah. The GBB, the any avicularia, basically. Any avicularia is beyond beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're not spiders. I should call them tarantulas. I learned that there are true spiders and
Yeah.
then there are tarantulas. There's a big difference. So
Difference.
let me make sure I'm not
Yeah.
poking anybody here. Tarantulas. I
Don't
want to make
poke
sure.
me.
I saw your eye twitch. That's actually why I said spiders, and I seriously you went like this. You like cringed, and I was like, ah.
Yeah, in my mind, I'm like, it's a tarantula.
See, for me, my thing is when people call something venomous poisonous, I lose it. I'm like,
Yes.
I look at you and I'm like,
Yes. See,
all
this
right,
is why
let's have
we're
a
here
wild
to
man Dan show.
educate. Yep. This is why we're
Yeah.
here to educate.
Yes, yes. For everybody out there, difference between poisonous and venomous, very simple. Poisonous, if you eat it, if you touch
Inject.
it, or if you breathe it in. If any of those three things happen and you go bye bye, poisonous. On the other hand, if it's venomous, I love my definition, super easy. All venomous animals have a tool or weapon, and they use that in order to inject venom into something that they want to eat or defend themselves from. And the reason why we say tool or weapon is because the type of tool or weapon can differ from animal to animal, whether that's tarantulas with fangs, scorpions with stingers, bees with stingers, centipedes with modified
Blood.
legs, a platypus with spurs.
Yeah.
The list goes on and on. And don't get me started on jellyfish. That
Oh,
is so cool. The nematocyst so sick, has a harpoon. So yeah, please send this to your friend so that they don't confuse poisonous and venomous
yeah.
ever.
You mentioned jellyfish. Did you know jellyfish are immortal?
They don't stop. I don't know. I actually don't even know how they're alive. If we're being completely honest,
Or have
they
reproduced?
are a very unique creature
Yeah.
and very squishy and
Yeah.
painful. Some of the species, very
Yes.
painful. But it's crazy. It's literally just a massive jelly that bloop
Yeah.
bloop all over the place.
Yeah.
And then I think you said my favorite snake.
Yes.
Oh, that's a tough one. Um, there's so many. I gotta say, one of my tops would either be a gaboon or a rhinoceros viper. If you haven't seen either one of those,
Gaboon.
beautiful, massive, old world viper species.
Yes.
Um, I love how they crawl rectilinearly in a straight line. They look like a giant slug. They have some of the most beautiful patterns you're ever going to see in your entire life. Um, but I also love reticulated pythons. There's like puppy dogs. They're the sweetest
Yeah.
animals. Yeah, they can eat you at some point, but they don't really want to. They're like, "Where's my cow? Where's my mouse? Where's this?" And then I would say up at the very top would be the species of elapids. And the reason why is because of the difference in intelligence.
Mm.
There is a huge shift when you move into the world of elapidae. They really are paying attention, and you can't verbally communicate, but I'm telling you, they read your body language as much as you're reading them.
Wow.
And the dynamic is incredible, terrifying, and so much fun all at the same time, as long as you both survive. So
Yeah.
be careful, no free handling.
Sky says our female SD across retake is a sweetheart animal. Aw, I'm glad for you guys.
They are so nice. I
Yeah.
love my babies.
Yeah. All right. Two more questions and we are out of here.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
good. Take your time.
yeah. Okay. If you could change anything about, stay, if you could change anything about the hobby or, the animal industry, what could you change?
What would I change?
Mm-hmm.
I would change a couple things. One, I would make free handling illegal everywhere, the entire
Wow.
world, for all of eternity. But I would also, one of the things that I don't like is restrictions on what you can keep in your own home. I think we should have policies for all 50 states where anybody can keep anything. And I genuinely mean anything, as long as before you get that animal, you have the enclosure,
Mm-hmm.
necessary backup safety precautions, whatever it is, and the knowledge. So, what I think should happen, I think what I think should happen is, let's say you want to have exotic venomous snakes. We'll just use that as an example.
Mm-hmm.
What you would do is you would go to somebody and say, "Hey, I'd like to apply for a permit to have X snake." They would say, "Okay, you just need this type of enclosure. You need to take this class, and then you need to have everything set up before you get the animal." You finish all the precautionary measures, and then somebody visits your home to make sure the enclosure looks good, make sure you have a locked enclosure, make sure you have all your protocols in place. You take the test, you pass, you can own the animal and keep it. And once a year, they come in just to make sure that husbandry and the animal is locked up and safe. And I think that would be great because you can take the funds of that application and put it right back into conservation. And then people aren't just getting animals from the black market and putting it inside their house. They're also not taking it from the wild and keeping it illegally. People aren't just getting bitten willy nilly. I think if we were more open as a community and for legislation, I think that would save so much time and money and really protect all of us and that community. So that's something I really want to get into, which means I have to get into politics one of these days, and I do not want to do that. But I think if that were to happen, I think the pet trade would boom. I
Yeah.
think bites and confiscations would happen much less, and there would be much less euthanizations of these beautiful creatures that didn't ask to be in captivity, but are and deserve life. They do not deserve to be taken out for any
Yeah.
reason other than that. So that
Yeah.
would be probably what that's something I am working towards, and I hope I can implement that one day in my lifetime. And if not, somebody who's on here, please take up and following that path. That's I think that's super important, and I
Yeah.
think that would be super beneficial for everybody here.
I totally agree as well with Will. I think the masses, we totally agree. Oh, wow. That's you are the first person to actually say that out loud, because I know a lot of people who's thought it,
Mhm.
want that to happen. And the way the things are going now, I think you just sparked the axe to do it. So thank you.
Well, looking forward to it.
Yeah. Awesome. That's good. What? What's good with
Well,
Wonder Pets? Oh, Wonder People. Hi, Mark. One of my buddies. Um, yeah, so yeah, that was awesome. And for our last question, how was your experience on Web Wonders?
Oh, it was phenomenal. It was like a normal conversation you would have with a good friend. So, Kat, thank you so much for having me. For everybody watching out there, if you haven't done it already, please like, please subscribe. She is incredible. Give her your support 100% if you have the opportunity. And thank you so much for having me on. I can do one thing. I promise to memorize two scientific names of tarantulas, and that's it. I'm calling it quits. All right, just two. And I want to start
But
with whatever Celadonia. I forgot the first part.
the
Say
T,
T Celadona.
T
T
Celadona.
Celadoni. T
Yeah,
Celadon.
T
T.
Celedonia.
I'm gonna call them Salinas.
There you go. Trademark that.
Yeah, Selena.
Yeah. So, where can people find you if they want to get a hold of you?
Probably the easiest way to connect with me is through my website, wildmandanshow.com. You'll have links up at the top that'll take you to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. You can even interact with me on any of those platforms. You will actually interact with me. I go through all of the comments and all of the messages. It takes me forever, but I'm super big about reaching out to those who reach out to me because I really want to give you the best experience possible. You can also find all of my public presentations on the website or on my social media pages. I would love to meet you in person. I would love to teach you.
Yeah.
And most importantly, if you're scared of something, it would be an absolute honor for both Kat and I to help you work on that fear. But you have to make that first step. So please make that first step and we'll take great care of you. But once again, that's wildmandanshow.com.
Nice. Hi, Mike Duval. What's up, man? So he's actually the Mike, the Sean and Mike that I told you about earlier.
Yeah.
But Homie's Corner. Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, Sean
Yeah.
and Mike, yes.
Yes. Let me put it up there again. Mike Duval, North Ave. What's up, buddy? But yeah, they had their show on in a few, so I'm gonna hop over there on the chats to say hi. So everybody, please go watch Dan's show on YouTube. Please go subscribe. He does amazing work with education with these animals. It's an animal welfare educational program. So please, and it's not just about education; it's about fun. Just how we do it here. So go give a like and share. And Dan, this was such a pleasure. I had so much fun with you. Thank you so much for being here.
Kat, thank you so much. Thank you to your boss, Chris, and everybody who came and watched and supporting. Thank you so much. Once again, none of this is possible without you. So if there's anything we can do for you, don't hesitate to ask. I know we are super accommodating and we just want to make sure you guys are happy and the animals are well taken care of. Kat, thank you so much. It has truly been an honor and a pleasure.
Yes, thank you. So thank you everyone else in the comments as well. Thank you. Everybody have a great night and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye. And how do I end this? And okay.
Lights come on, pulse in the air, we unite. Cold-blooded got 5 feet in the night. Cold-blooded caffeine, fueling the fight. Reptile crew got our backs tight. Thank you fam for keeping us all. CMB reptiles rolling with soul. Hold no soul, lifting our goal. Together we burn like burning coal. Elevate more fries in the show. Irresistible pythons letting it flow. Rhetoric crew, yeah, but watch them go. Indigo, reptile coast, set the glow. Shout out feeders, we're shout out feeders. Under the rock, we're cold-blooded hitters. Ship your reptiles, make life better. South Bay reptiles, through every weather. Blue tongue, shaman, blue tongue republic. Arc adventures, riding republic. No fakes, no breaks, we're here to publish. Taking it higher, dreams embellished. Sponsors love through beats.